Hi, everyone.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great, Teri. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good.
It is FriYay,
Yay.
and I'm kind of feeling the end of the week thing. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, honey, right?
Friday. And but it's so good to kind of wrap up the week with the family on Friday nights. So I'm happy to be here to do that. And hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I thank you for some of the questions that are coming in. So if you are new here tonight, welcome. So glad you are stopping in. We are tonight is all about current topics, and we will read on the energies around current topics tonight, right?
Yep. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try.
We're
I'm
gonna
kind of. I watched the news the last few days, so
Oh, so you're prepared.
check.
you took one for the team and watched the actual news.
Yeah,
And
I tried.
I see Yoli in the house. Yoli, I have this right next to me. Yoli made these.
Oh, lead
And
with love.
with love, and they're literally that's imprinted in the
Oh my gosh, is that clay?
it's clay.
Whoa.
And then you can see but I have this right next to me, right here, and I smile, Yoli, every time I see it. I received this care package when I got home from my Mexico trip and literally started bawling. It was divine
Oh,
timing. Anyway, so beautiful.
those are gorgeous. I love that term, lead
Oh,
with love.
oh, yeah, and it's my tagline.
Yeah.
And she made this as well. Look at that. There it
Whoa.
is. So if you guys can find her on her web, she has all kinds of art. She's also painter, drawer. She does animals, and anyways, so cool.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Fun.
Um, I'm not very good at that stuff, but I love people that are.
Yeah,
I like
right.
to collect things that other people do, but yeah, yeah,
And then
it's fun.
I'm the type of person, Teri, who thinks, "Oh, I can do that,"
And
and it definitely looks like a 5-year-old. Like if I said, "Oh, I could totally do that. I have all the stuff." I'd sit down and it would totally look like a 5-year-old did it.
yeah, I collect beads and stones and things, and then
Mhm.
they sit. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin in the house. Yay, Kevin.
Yay.
Speaking of Kevin, um, we are eh, Terry and myself and JJ and Kevin. We will be holding a. Let me bring it up. Um, and
Okay.
you wanted to explain it, and I'll bring it up.
Okay, it's going to be a healing, and it'll be JJ and Debbie and Kevin, and they'll be doing this all different types of healings, like shamanic and trance and transpersonal. So it's going to be very different. I'm going to be leading the meditation and helping to facilitate it. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be
Mhm.
on Zoom. So there'll be a lot more interaction than there normally would be. Even though we interact a lot here in the chat, I think it'll be fun because you can see everybody if you want to. So you don't
Mhm.
have to have your picture on,
Right.
your video on. You
You
can be.
hang out and be. Also, if you want to be a part of it, but you're not able to actually join in on the Zoom event, your name will be in on all the healing energy. So
Yeah.
that as well. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to any of us. But if you want to register, go ahead and go to info@thehealingmedium.ca, and someone will go ahead and put that in the chat for you just to click on as well. But anyways, I'm so looking forward to this. This is so needed right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, looking forward to spending this time. Thank you.
Yeah.
for
I'm
that.
I'm really excited about it.
Mhm.
an interesting combo, all of your energies.
Yeah.
It's a little different,
It's
and
going to be a little different.
yeah, yeah.
I like it. So as the questions come in, I yeah, Kevin says we'll be so special. I can already, yeah,
Right, yeah.
I can already feel it. Thank you, Annie Bear. So we've had some strange things happening in the world, and I think it's important right now that for tonight that we should really pay attention to sending love and support in whatever we can in our energy for those who are experiencing weather right now. Have you seen that, Teri? The weather coming in?
Yeah, first last night I barely slept. We had
Oh,
an
right,
had
you're
a
right. I forget. You're right in the
I'm right in it, and it was, we had an hour and a half, I think, of solid, lightning. No thunder, no rain, and it was bizarre. It's like you're on a different planet.
like
Yeah.
Mars.
Yeah, and then after that, we had a huge torrential storm with a lot of thunder. So, but we didn't get the tornadoes, and we normally don't. I'm in the city,
Okay.
and there isn't a lot of tornadic activity around here,
Yeah.
and so yeah. But I'm thinking about everybody because they're really getting it. Yeah, Zeus was at the doorstep, definitely, Aiden.
Yes, Aiden. Holy moly. Yeah. So I guess that's continuing to happen. Nebraska's getting it. But keep us posted. Make sure you check in safe for us, all y'all that are right in the crazy part of this weather.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah.
I love what Hypnicity says. Mother Earth needs us to shine our light.
Yes, let's try.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and there's we were talking about it backstage. There's a lot of people that are feeling really heavy this week too.
It's that heavy feeling,
Yeah.
the heavy energy. And so please reach out if you're feeling that as well and feel like in a funk that you can't get out. But I want you to know that it is too going to start subsiding, that heavy, wonky energy where you just can't seem to get your footing. That's going to start lifting. You can start looking for that to start lifting. I think like Monday, Tuesday next week, you'll start feeling a sense of lifting. And then by the middle of May, you're going to feel like your feet are on the ground again.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there's been a lot of self-doubt, it feels like, with it too.
Well, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yes. And it's like where you felt like you were strong. It's like you just can't seem to grasp those things.
yeah.
Definitely offering us an opportunity to trust, have faith, and move through it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so nice to be part of this community. And I mean, I don't know what people do, right? Everybody? Because we can come in here and say, man, this is, knocked me over. And not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah. And I'm just blessed that we can just come together and share and know that we're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hypnicity says, I'm convinced the cure for depression is connection. This community has been a lifeline for me. Amen, Hypnicity. That aloneness really does, that isolation. And that's why when we start getting into that depression feeling, we tend to start isolating ourselves, which just compounds that, right? So connection is very important. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a huge difference. And not everybody talks the talk that we talk. So
Right.
it's really nice to have the community for that too. Like I have ascension symptoms. I have this, I have that. And how many people can you go to with that? So
Right. They're like, what do you have? What is that?
I saw these orbs and I did, and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice to have the like-minded, that we have an understanding of what's happening. And yeah, and it's good. It's good. All right. So I feel like not many questions tonight, guys. Did I miss questions? I have 2 questions.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I think that's all I saw so far too.
Wow. All right. No one wants to know anything.
We should just talk.
Yeah, sure. We have lots to talk about in regard to what we like to talk about. But we are here for you guys tonight. So throw those questions in, because that's what we're here for.
Oh,
that's a good one. That's great. Did I? Yeah.
Oh, here they come.
Here they come.
Yay. Yay. Yeah.
Okay. Where did that one go?
Yeah. So we've been talking about that. There's dreams. There's like people's shoulders and their arms are heavy. There's all sorts of
Yeah, you're feeling it literally in your bodies, and the dreams are crazy, right, you guys? Holy moly. Okay.
Man.
Stop
Yeah.
this. Stop. Where is it going?
Dreams are crazy right now.
Didn't mean that. I meant to start it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right, Carol? Yeah. Things are dragging. It's yeah, it's been thick and heavy, hasn't it, Seascape? It's kind of like oh,
we all need an energetic massage. Amen. All right. Now the questions are in. Thanks, guys. Okay. Oops. I keep doing that. But yeah. All right. I can't even write notes of my dreams. No words. All over the place. Yeah.
Wow, Michelle. Yeah. I know I didn't write mine down last night because it was a little distracting and not distracting. It was weird. There was a lot of fear in it and facing fears. And that was like, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting that you say that, Teri, because that's exactly what I faced last night. Like facing fears or in areas that I feel inadequate.
Yeah.
Having to use my voice. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I had somebody looking in my window. And of course, there was all that lightning out there, but that was in the dream. Right. And I knew the person that was looking in the window, and he's dead. He's not alive anymore on this planet. And I don't think. Anyway, but he's like, I was like, then I invited him in and we were talking, and he was shorter, like about 4 feet shorter than he was when he was here.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that odd? Yeah. Yeah. Smaller than I remembered.
Oh. Kelly had the fear thing too.
Well, right. 3:30. Hello. That was me. That's when the lightning started. Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Annie Bear says, I'm feeling inadequate. I don't know the word for it I didn't know the word for it until you said that. Thank you. Yeah. It's yeah. Definitely being dredged up right now.
It feels like
we're being asked to step into our power. And so the things are not working out. We're going to work it out in our dreams. That's for sure. Our emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like an earthquake of inadequacy. Blah, blah, blah. I can't say that word. Inadequacy. No, inadequacy.
Inadequacy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
believe I was able to say that, Terry?
I am impressed. Because I was looking at you like,
Inadequacy. All right. So let's dive into these questions. We got some questions. So thanks to everyone for piling those in. So we have something to look at tonight. All right. Here we go. Hypnicity. Can you please read on the health of Quaker, the British horse that was hurt by the smashing into the bus? It was sad seeing it covered in blood. Yes, I didn't see any pictures. Terry and I were just talking about this as well. We got to chit chatting before coming on. That's why we were a little late catching up. But just how sad for the horses. They got spooked and ran. I guess the noises were abnormal to what they were used to, enough to disturb, and then they all kind of started running or whatever. Do you know more about that? You said you read some more about it.
I did. I read some more about it today, and they were talking about that it was, I guess there was construction noise that they weren't used to. 5 horses ran. 3 were quickly gathered up, and the other 2 ran for 5 miles in downtown London, which is like New York City. I mean, it's, ran into buses, ran into poles, all sorts of things. And a few people were hurt. So, but it doesn't seem like it was, I mean, they're not talking a lot about that, so I don't think that was too bad. But I know Quaker's the white one that had the blood all over him.
Okay.
And he's the one they said that he was holding up his hoof.
Okay.
Which they say can mean a tendon is torn. And Carol's here, I know, and she's a horse person. So anyway.
But they can fix that tendon issue, I think.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I kind of see him pulling out all the stops, don't you?
I do feel a large support system coming around the horses that were injured. So I do see a lot of support from actually around the world, because this was such a, and it's interesting because people were so moved by it, like feeling that this meant more than what just an incident, a noise incident, especially with five horses running around, right? So you're, people were going straight to the apocalypse and so forth, I think, but that it was a symbol of that because of the noise from the construction or whatever that caused them to run. But then it got compounded by more and more disarray and not being in their normal spot. So I do feel the horses all went through a lot, and I do feel a lot of love going towards them. The blood on the white horse was so striking. So it was so evident. I'm assuming with the white horse, the contrast with the blood would have been very, very shocking to many. But I'm going to go ahead and check in with Quaker. My sense of Quaker right now is Quaker's kind of allowing me to know that it's still in a bit of a shock. And once they were spooked, then they were just kind of reacting from their natural instincts, I guess. But now on the side of it, Quaker is showing me a bit of a shock. And is Quaker a boy or a girl? Do you know? I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's kind of hovering right next to their body. So not a little bit disassociated still. So still that almost like that shock feel. That's what the sense I'm getting from Quaker. Are you picking up anything?
Yeah, it feels like that fight or flight response took over, and they felt like they were like 20 feet tall. They had all those hormones rushing through their body, but and they were kind of in unison when they were running. It felt like, but it does feel like he's still disassociated and kind of. I keep seeing an open field and a blanket over him. I feel like he's going to be, they're both going to be cared for and like treasured. Like this is something that opened people's hearts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting on that. Yeah. So,
yeah.
So I hope we answered that question. That's interesting. Annie Bear said horse medicine is stamina.
Oh.
So on Wednesday, I did read on like a message for us. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. I feel like it was towards the beginning, so you wouldn't have to watch the whole thing to get to it. Teri and I were trying to remember what the message was but anyways, I can't remember when I'm doing messages like that, especially. I will not remember, and I would have to go back and watch it myself. But I do know that we did read on it. That's one I do know.
They were really good cards. You pulled 3 cards. I remember that, and I remember the sun was one of them. So
yeah, so the outcome of this is the sun. So, but the message for us, I can't remember, and maybe someone that was there can in the chat, but if you're interested, check it out. Okay. And again, welcome everyone. Blessings to see you here. And even if you're not in the chat, we see you and sending you lots of love and hugs here tonight. All right. Colleen. Welcome. Hello. I love the picture. Look at that. Looking at the cave into the beautiful water. I'd love to be in that water right now.
Whoa.
Oof.
Right?
All right. Please read if the Supreme Court will actually make a ruling on immunity and not sending it back to the lower courts and further delays. Okay. All right. My team is reminding me that they have always kind of been saying that the Supreme Court never wanted this on their desk in the first place. They did not want this. And so they're reminding me of that. And they may be sending it back, but I'm not. And it may cause delays. And let me throw cards on this to get it clear, but I can tell you they didn't want it in the first place. It's one thing they're making me aware of. And it would make sense to me that they're going to throw it back at them.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's about. I don't know that their main cause is there. I don't know that they're saying they are doing. I don't know that their main purpose is to cause delays. I feel like their main purpose is something else. They didn't they didn't want it in the first place. It may cause delays, but I'm not certain that they're doing it to cause delays. There might be a couple of people on the court that are happy that it's causing delays, but I don't see that as the purpose. That's kind of sensing. Katanji Brown Jackson made some awesome points in her questioning 45's attorney. Huh?
Wow.
But that's a good question, Desert Dawn. Why did they accept it? I think it was almost like they had to. I don't know. I'm going to throw some cards.
Okay. I threw a few. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So I pulled just a few cards. I think they're going to nitpick it and throw it back. But I did get truth and integrity. Ooh. So, they are, I think you're right. They are looking at that as trying to be honest about it and really looking at it. They know the timing. They're very aware of the timing. And I think they're going to do something. It feels like they're going to do something because it's going to emerge. And I feel like it's going to come back in so that it won't wait till part of it won't wait till 2026.
Yeah. Another thing I want to say out of this whole thing, and I know this is upsetting and we're all kind of a little bit disappointed in SCOTUS with all their stuff. But my team is wanting you to have oh my gosh. Trust in the she's coming in. Trust in the end game. Know that Spirit has the highest and best good for the land in mind, and trust in the end game is what she's saying. I also they're looking at the future foundation of things. So if they have to. Because of taking the whole thing in mind, like future possibilities of cases like this, or future, if they make a rule, all this, they're taking all of that in mind because they really want to set up for a future, a solid future. So they're keeping that in mind. And I have the Three of Pentacles coming in here. And so they're, yeah. And my outcome is the King of Swords and the Hierophant. I mean, the Hermit. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, they are the last say at some point, but I'm wondering if they do. This is a card that shows that they do send it back. I have a feeling they're sending it back. I mean, that's my sense.
Yeah. Okay. In some form or another, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, I do not see him having immunity. I do feel that that's not going to happen. But this whole thing of sending it, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I think you're right. They don't want it.
They don't. Jamie, thank you. Blessings to you. Very kind. Tiger says if they send it back, then it's not going to the trial in time. Let's take a look at that. Why don't we ask that question? Is this trial going to be on time? Okay. You know, they're very aware of this treatment of 45 is not normal. They are very aware of that. Tiger says this is pretty good with spirits, yeah.
Oh,
You can go ahead if you have something.
okay. I get that they're counting their blessings. Like they understand that they have overstepped in a lot of things, and I feel like they're checking themselves on this one because this could go the other way for Biden if he wanted to make changes. They're asking for guidance on it. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to nitpick it, and some form of it's going to go through. They care about it, and they care about the body of their work. So it's like the body that they've done, not just what's going to go down in history. I don't think they want Biden to bring in new justices to expand the court. And I think they feel like this is kind of maybe at the edge of that.
I feel like it's going to come down to the wire, but I feel like there's going to be like my team, like a trust in the divine timing or intervention here coming in. It's going to look yucky. But at the end, it's gonna be okay. Like I feel like the trial's gonna go through. Yeah, the trial's gonna happen. It's gonna look tricky, but I feel like it's gonna go through. And yeah, no immunity. No immunity. But all this weirdness is just
There's a cloud over that, isn't there?
there is, and I just, you know, we never even thought about any of this stuff, you know, before 2016.
Yeah, the world has changed.
And then all of a sudden, we all had to become political experts. It's just crazy. And experts on all these things. But it makes sense because everything's coming out from underneath the carpet. And all the stuff that needs to be revamped, looked at, because it's the system is not just or fair on so many levels, all these different areas. It needed to be exposed. So things will continue to be exposed until we can set it more balanced, right?
Yeah.
All right, Seascape.
You mean
Kelly S says Linda G said this is cooking their goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a verbal explosion?
Okay. We feel an explosion in court soon with 45. I mean, that's the way I would go with it. The family here can get a little little, how do you say it? Descriptive with stuff, but I want to take this question and look at it more in the. Is he going to be able to hold his tongue? Is he going to be able to hold himself together throughout this trial? That kind of explosion. Should we look at that?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Okay.
Hypnicity is asking if he's on downers. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, he keeps sleeping and so forth. I think I read on this too, something about him. I think the question came up in regard to are they trying to keep him drugged so he doesn't have these outbursts?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any big explosions. I do see like under the breath comments that he will not be able to keep quiet. And also, you know, when he goes and is at the mic and stuff afterwards, when he always does this little, he's not going to be able to maintain there either.
Yeah.
But I do see in the court under his breath things, I don't see a big thing like that. It looks like yeah, he will continue to try when he's like going off when he's on the mic and that kind of thing. He will continue to when he's in that type of limelight off the mic, he will continue to try to deceive and do his tricky ways, manipulate, deceive through these means. But I'm not seeing it in court. He will continue to use other means that he's not going to stop.
Yeah. I'm getting the same thing. It's like he's boxed in. They were showing me a box that he's in, and I feel like he's it feels a lot like a racehorse, like he's on the meds. And everybody's talking about that in the chat too. And they're saying it's not his first rodeo. Like
Right.
he's been manipulating things all his life, and he knows when to keep quiet. Even though he's not very good at it, I don't feel like he's going to explode. I think he might falter a lot. It feels like
a little. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The penalty box. That's good hypnicity. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Adderall Express, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Done. Hi, Don. Don is saying, I don't have questions. I just want to hear something good. All right.
Well, I love your picture, Don.
Me
That's
too.
Good. Yeah, beautiful.
Something good.
I love that song.
I know.
Something good.
Totally singing that song now. Good question. I love it. I love this question, Dawn. She says, "Oh, thanks. Read the picture." Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty.
Bye, Clarence. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye, Clarence.
Oh gosh, that's so wonderful. That's so interesting. Okay. Really, Spirit is asking Dawn for you and the rest of us to really tap deeper into our intuitive abilities, our connection to the conscious, wanting us to really tap into that more. We have this opportunity right now to do that. We're in that awareness. We know that it's here for us, and they want you specifically, Dawn, and the rest of us to really tap into that more. Recognize your dreams. We were talking about that earlier. Take note of your dreams, your emotions, your moods, and your subconscious, and strengthen that intuition. This is the key to understanding what is unseen, for you, Dawn, and for the rest of us. This is the key.
Wow.
And as we move forward, it's important that information coming out, and maybe it is writing it down, maybe it is automatic writing, but this is beautiful. This is an opportunity. This is fate. This is also about recovery. So use the writing things down or speaking it into something, but verbalize, get that out. We've kind of gotten, as a whole, gotten a little lazy on the journal. Remember back in the day when journaling was the thing, and we got everything out, and it felt good, and we could reread it, and it was expressing, it was releasing. We need to do more of that, whether it's even, we can just even talk it into our phone or write it down. But here we have turn each page with love, and it's we are all an author writing our story. So going back to this, continue to write our story, whether it's physical or not, and dare to love and risk being vulnerable.
Wow.
Live your life well so you will be remembered in the heart of others. Always lead with love.
Did you make those? Are those new cards that you made? Because that sounds like something you did.
No, this is from Eileen, who is at the Arthur Finley College. She made these.
Oh,
Features.
that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. These are great.
Yeah. So I get something really similar. I get this beautiful card, and it's all about embracing yourself, embracing your inner child. Of course, this is Ganesh embracing his rat, but that's okay. That's another story.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself you love yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you're divine. Just kind of embracing your light. Find fulfillment, read, journal, whatever you can do that brings you joy and wonder. And they're talking about you might need to stick at it. Like there are times when we really have to be determined because we feel a rage and recognize that rage or that anger about the way things are going or fear about chaos. But we are strong. We will persevere.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nancy says, good reminder. Journaling was my best friend for years. And for some, it's a like a homework thing, and I don't want to do homework. You can voice record things. You can also just write, instead of writing journal, just say, write, dear Dear, dear Debbie from my spirit team, what would they want to say to me today? You know what I mean? Just as simple as that, and just start writing things down there. And what would you want to say to your spirit team? And have that conversation, but on paper. And it might open up that negative feeling of journaling there.
Yeah, that physical action and intention.
Yes, that physical, it's important to have that physical connect as well as it all it all connects,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That movement is important.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that, Dawn. Beautiful question. All right. So Carol wants to know, how is 45 actually feeling about the trial so far?
Which one?
Hmm.
Um,
45, I'm being made aware that he's feeling like he's been thrown off a horse. So he had some idea, all these horse references.
yeah.
He had like a clue, like he had an idea. It was moving this way. He knew that they would come at him with this sword and this arrow, and he knew how to dodge, and he knew all those things coming. But I'm being made aware of him being thrown, and I'm not sure where that is coming at, but something came across that kind of threw him that he was not prepared for. So he's feeling a little bruised.
Yeah. It feels like his hara, or his second chakra is like in his solar plexus. There's really a lot going on. Do you remember that graphic novel, Captain Underpants?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and it was about a guy, and he was an overweight guy, and he thought he was Superman, but he wore under diapers, basically
Oh, okay.
adult diapers, and walked around like Superman, and he did help things, and he was real quirky, but I get that he kind of feels like Captain Underpants. He doesn't feel like Superman, but something about the underpants. But
Okay. That makes sense. He because of his inability to see anybody else but himself. Right now he's feeling like he is a bit. He's caught red-handed. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse, so that is like you're caught with your in your underpants there. He sees that something happened, that they missed an opportunity that is very unlucky, and has kind of lost hope. And he's feeling out of control, and everything came in reverse. Interesting enough,
wow.
the Chariot in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, both kind of saying feeling a lack of control now, because whatever this missed opportunity where that he was kicked off the horse or fell off the horse or booted, whatever that was that they were showing me, there's a lot of doubt that just came in. So this is all internal that he's going through, and he also feels like he's up a creek right now. And when you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, that talks to a very greedy, corrupt person. So we may see some of that be exposed even more, because if he's been pushed further into that.
Yeah. Melissa says Captain Underpants is wonderful. In the books, he's hypnotized. He doesn't know he's Captain Underpants. He's a
Oh,
self-important elementary school principal. I forgot that. He's really a conniving, kind of rude person. I don't know if conniving is a good word for him as a principal, but it kind of does 45 for me. It feels like he is hurt about David Pecker, and he's heard about what was the girl that he had the affair with that was like a Playboy bunny? I can't remember her name, but like
that's the trial that he's in right now, right?
yeah, it feels like there's some there was some tenderness there or something. I think he's beginning to see the end. And I think it's really wearing on him on physically and mentally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Karen McDougall. Thank you, Chris. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Oh, the 10-month affair with Karen. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I missed it. Okay, that's not who.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheila. Okay. We have Desert Dawn. Hello. I would love to know if SCOTUS will grow in numbers via Biden when he gets his on second term. Okay. I feel like I read on this on Wednesday, and I'm being reminded here that we are having some big changes in the SCOTUS, and I feel like 2025, 2026, and I feel like I got the year 2028 as well, where we're going to start seeing changes. First of all, there's going to be people leaving and then new folks coming in, but I do feel an expansion. We may see something in 2026 as far as expansion, and maybe another one. And I don't know what the 2028 is, but something happening with SCOTUS then as well. That's kind of what I'm remembering.
Yeah, I wonder if they were kind of talking about making them representative of the U.S. somehow, like different, increasing the numbers because not enough of them are there to take over what's going on. Like everything gets turned down to another court all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like somebody was saying something about making them like Southwestern, Eastern, whatever.
Okay.
Royal.
Maybe we're going to start seeing some of that play out in 2028.
Yeah.
No problem, Don. I don't mind looking at this again with Teri. So, but I'm still getting these dates, so that's interesting to me as well.
It kind of feels like they're playing into Biden's hands, the court as it is right now. And the more that they're doing, like, I mean, just Roe versus Wade, right? That's enough to make anybody say, honey, not on my watch.
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there are 13 districts and only 9 judges. Yeah. It just so all right, let's just throw a few cards here and see what we have. Yeah, they are definitely taking a look at this. It'll be a minute so they can, it's a slow process, but they are looking at doing this. To fit, like what Teri said. Teri, you read my cards.
Wow. Cha-ching.
Yeah. So they're working on it. They're disappointed they know it's a disappointing court right now. It's just not working. So yeah, interesting. All right. I think we have time for another one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just reading through, see if we can get a question that a lot of people asked, right? Let's do Marianne's. I know nothing about this, so this will be an absolute cold reading, which I love to do. I have no preconceived ideas. All right. Yay, Desert Dawn. All right, Marianne. What was the court in New York thinking overturning the Weinstein conviction on appeal? What were they thinking? Okay, so help me out, Marianne. So the court in New York overturned Weinstein's conviction during the appeal process? What's their game? Witnesses that were not aligned with the actual trial that was going on at the time, so they considered it a mistrial.
What was it?
The witnesses were not aligned with the actual trial. They just considered it a mistrial. The abusers have high paid attorneys. I did follow the money. There's money trail here, a little bit of a money trail. Money trail. Yep. Yeah, money. Money. It's a business transaction. They were forced into it. Kind of stuck in the middle of something, and to me, it looks like a business transaction.
Wow. Yeah. Wayne says during the trial, they heard testimony from people who were not involved or accusers. Hearsay, basically, I think.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're showing me a box with legs, but it's not sturdy legs. Like they got everything in the box, but it was standing on kind of weak legs.
Okay.
But I am seeing a lot of palms being greased.
Mm-hmm. There's a little of everything going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The California conviction stands. He isn't leaving because his health is deteriorating. I did see that. I didn't share those cards, but I did see his health. He's in the shadow of the moon right now with his health. So it's not great anyway, but it's still the system again. It just shows a system that's not working.
Yeah. I pulled a few cards. I pulled capacity to love, and that was kind of him, right? He didn't have that capacity to love.
Yeah.
And then I get this beautiful courage card, and that's about us all having courage. And this is basically it's Ganesh, but it's Durga, Durga Ma. And Durga Ma was made to slay demons with love. And that's why she was made by Lord Shiva and Brahman. And it's so the women are going to bring him down still. It doesn't change that.
Yeah. And Marianne says, no, they heard from the women he abused. So it wasn't just random folks. It was the real deal. And again, anyway, it is shocking, right?
Yeah, it's just another one of those things that are kind of blowing up right now, that chaos, so that we can everybody can look at it and see what it is.
Mm-hmm. I do want to send light and love to the victims, because this is just like a gut punch. Oh, worse than that, but you know what I'm saying. Where's the justice for them?
Yeah, it's going to trigger a lot of people around the world.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if you can believe it, we are at time.
Wow, that was fast.
I do want to. I know that we already did cards, kind of like with one of the questions, but I like to end it in a positive note for everyone, just to kind of hold something close to their hearts for the weekend. And so I usually like to pull a card for everyone and just share a message for us to take with us for the weekend. No. I like that, Janie. The victims are going to win in civil settlements. Good.
Oh, good.
You never totally get justice, but at least that'll help. No. All right. You want to go? I drew the card that tells you how to use the deck.
I'd be happy to. I'm pulling this all day, every day lately. Divine timing.
Oh yes.
So it's like everything is happening as it should be. Everything's blowing up as it should be. The chaos, because that way we can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But that is so we can heal it. So we can come in like Durga Ma and slay the demon with love.
Mm-hmm. And step into the abundance of you. Your divine abundance is there, and there you go. There's abundance.
Wow.
So your prayer of intention this weekend is to allow for abundance to come into your life in all forms that benefit and enhance your experience here and overall. So abundance is yours. Abundance of love, abundance, financial abundance, whatever that abundance is that you are, it's yours. Step into that. Your divine abundance.
That's beautiful.
So Annie Bear is asking about the circle. So we circle up on Sundays. I know we haven't the last couple Sundays, but we will on Sunday. We do our circle of light on Sundays. So we will do that again. But blessings to you all. Thank you for hanging out tonight. And keep looking. Teri, can you tell us about your channel and where they can find you every single morning for some love and light and healing?
Yeah, please come by. We have a meditation tribe, is what we call it. And it is a tribe, it's a community. And we meet Monday through Friday, 8:11. We do Tuesday at 7:11 because it's for the East Coasters. And it's like we talk, we chat a lot, we get a lot out. And then we meditate for about 20 minutes to half an hour. And it's a guided meditation. So it's fun to follow, and it's really a nice place to find community.
So if you are in need of community and it's not something, you don't have to go every day. If it's just something like you're like, I need community today, find Teri holding your space and the tribe, and they will wrap you up like you've been there every day with them. So please find her and join in. Love you guys, and we will see you. I will see you Sunday on the sofa. Sharon says, "I'm a tribe member. Yay! Yay! Blessings to you all. We will see you again."
Thank you, Deb.